Tonic craft kit unboxing video. This one is for kit number 23, which is called Merry and Bright, and contains lots of the gorgeous Nouveau and Craft Perfect goodies from the brand new Merry and Bright colour trend, which is coming out in July of 2019, and obviously that's when this kit would be shipped out to you as well. So you can subscribe now using the links in the description below, and then your kit will be sent to you on the 1st of next month. So let's get into the unboxing. Oh, it's a really cool kit this month as well. The die set actually makes this like little shadow box, which I think will be really useful for lots of different projects. But obviously you can use it just for making cards as well, and I'm sure I'll show all the different like variations that you can do with it. But also I only just got this kit this morning, and I'm rushing to get the unboxing video up for you because I'm actually taking the weekend off and having like a long weekend, so there won't be any videos using the kit to make cards and projects until probably later next week, maybe the beginning of the week after. But I wanted to get the unboxing video up for you, so I hope you understand that the videos will be a little bit late. But I know a lot of you really enjoy my unboxing videos, so I thought I'd try and get it up for you so that you can have a look at it and decide if you want it this month or not. So anyway, let's get back into the unboxing. So I think I'll start off with the Nouveau, because obviously Nouveau is my favourite. So we get two of the little baby mini crystal drops, and they are two of the new colours. In the new Merry and Bright colour trend, there are 4 new crystal drops. There's 2 glittery ones, there's a jewel drop, and there is a gloss one as well. But for the oh God, these are really strong today. For the kit, we've got the jewel drop and one of the glittery ones. So the jewel drop is this gorgeous one called Aqua Plains, and it's a really gorgeous turquoisey colour. I think we had a mini drop of the Calming Aqua that came out with the Dreaming colour trend in one of the kits, and it's kind of like the translucent version of that one, and it's more of a turquoise colour to the previous bluey toned jewel drop that's come out. So this one is the little Aqua Plains. Really sweet. I love the little bottles, they're so cute, and they even have the gem on the top like the big bottles as well. Then we also have the silver crystals, and I've been using the Merry and Bright collection to make some other cards, and I love this one. It is really gorgeous. If you have the White Blizzard, it's similar to that, but it seems to have less of the interference colours, if you know what I mean. It's more actually a sort of white glittery one rather than showing up pinks and greens and stuff. It's got the sparkle, but it's not so pink and greeny. It is more of as it says, silver crystals. So yeah, it's a really lovely one. So both gorgeous, they go really nicely together as well. And the other 2 in the colour trend are more of the sort of pinky kind of tones as well. So you've got the 2 blue toned ones. Then what else shall I show next? Let's show you this. So I'm pretty sure it is a like pick and mix with this one. So there's obviously a new set of Aqua Flows that's coming out with the Merry and Bright collection, and there are 3 colours in it. There's this one that I got, which is called Grenadine Red. Then there's also an orangey one called Tomato Juice, and a turquoise one which is called Empress Teal. So this is the 3-pack, so you'll get one of these 3 colours in your kit. So I got the Grenadine Red, but it will be just a lucky dip really to what colour you get. So that is the Aqua Flow, and obviously you just use these exactly the same as all the other Aqua Flows that have come out in the past. If you've never tried one before, they come with this yellow ring in the centre, and you just want to pull the lid off, and then the whole barrel of it is basically just like a water brush. So if you ever used one of them before, you know that the top just unscrews and you would fill that with water for a water brush. But with the Aqua Flows, you remove this bright yellow ring and just chuck that in the bin. Although I've been keeping mine because I'm thinking they would be really cool on some kind of mixed media project. And then you just screw this all the way down, and it will break the seal, and then you can get the colour to come out of the bristles. I might actually just show you the other colours. I'm not opening this one because I've already opened the other one, but let's show you the actual colours just so you can see that you will get one of these colours in your kit. So this is the Grenadine Red, which is the one I just got. Then we have the Tomato Juice, which is a gorgeous orange. And this one is really lovely, the Empress Teal. I really like this one. So let's show you these up close. So that one's the Grenadine Red, which I got. Then we have the Tomato Juice, which is an orange. And then we have that gorgeous Empress Teal, which is a really stunning turquoise colour. So you'll get just one of those in your kit, but those are the 3 colours that it will be one of. Okay, then we get 2 of the full-sized bottles of confetti and glitter. So in the main trend there are 4 new Confettis, Glitters, Sequins, and we've got 2 of them in the kit. So we've got this, I really like this one, it's called Strawberry Sorbet, and it's kind of unusual. I know it's a glitter, but it's like it hasn't got as much sparkle in as a normal glitter. You can see there, it's just like every few little granules are sparkling rather than every single granule. It's really really different, so I'm definitely going to be using this in one of my videos, but again they won't be up for a while because I'm going away for a little bit. But it's really stunning. I was using it on a card, and I actually, where did I put that? I burnished some onto a piece of card. I'm not sure where I put it now. Oh, I see it's on the floor. Wait a sec. I'll get it. Okay, whoops. Here's the bit that I did before. So that is burnishing it onto just a normal piece of like the Tonic tissue tape, double-sided tape. And look, it kind of goes glossy. That's what I found was so interesting about it. It kind of goes glossy, and you've just got those few little bits of sparkle in it. I really love it. It's really cool. And obviously you can sprinkle this onto any sort of wet texture mediums and all sorts as well. And you can use it with your Nuvo glue pens, or with your, obviously, your double-sided tape. You can die cut their double-sided adhesive sheets and use it on that as well. So there's loads of different ways of using your glitters. So that is the Strawberry Sorbet glitter, and these are the full-size bottles, which are 35 millilitres. So all the ones in the past that have come out individually, they're this bigger size. And then we also have the Mermaid Parade Stars. And if you have been a fan of these colour trends, you probably recognise the name Mermaid Parade, because in the release of the Dream in Colour, there was actually Mermaid Parade glitter. So if you got that, these stars are the exact same gorgeous, like, holographic-y tones, and that gorgeous turquoisey teal colour as well. So they match absolutely perfectly. And they're really lovely, these ones. I really love their star confetti. There's these are a nice size actually, because you can actually stick them as little embellishments, like a scattering of them with your Nuvo drops across your card, or you can sprinkle them into things when they're wet. Or another cool thing is, like if you've done a flower and use Nuvo drops as the middle of the flower, you can sprinkle some of these in and they'll stick to it, and that gives a cool look for the centre of your flower as well. So those are the Mermaid Parade Stars. Then this little pot is really exciting because you know, in last month's kit we got a little sparkle spray, which was a big like sneak peek of something that's coming up in July. This is another sneak peek of something else brand new that's coming up in July, and it's called Glacia Paste. So I've not even tried this yet, but look how cool it is. It's got it's kind of like a glitter paste, but instead of having glitter inside it, it's got like little flaky like shards of mica in it. So it's really, really cool. It really catches the light in all different angles. So at the end I will open this and show you it as well, because I really want to see it up close. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're coming out in July, so there should be full tubs of this in July, and there's 6 different colours that are coming out, and this Sea Sprite one is one of them. Really gorgeous colour, it's really pretty, and it goes perfectly with this colour trend. Obviously that's why they've put it in the kit. Okay, then Craft Perfect wise, we get the Merry and Bright colour pad, which is really pretty. I haven't had this yet, so let me get my scissors to open this one. So we get, it's a 6x6 pad, and we get 24 sheets in it, and there are 8 different designs, and you get 6 of each of the designs. So we have a gorgeous red and then like a pinky red wider stripe. Then on the back of that one we have the darker colour with lighter spots on it, and the spots aren't even, they're all sort of like hand-drawn looking spots, which I really like, and they're not spaced evenly either, it's a really random pattern. Then with the turquoise we have gorgeous darker turquoise with light turquoise stars on it, which is really nice, and they're all uniformly laid out in that like a grid pattern. And then we have lighter than that colour, and then lighter again, a teal colour that is sort of chevron pattern or zigzaggy pattern going across the paper. Then we have a grey pattern, which is a really subtle darker grey diamond on a lighter grey, which is like a harlequin sort of a pattern. And on the back of that, oh, this one's nice, like a darker grey with lighter grey circles with big open circles and small little dots as well. That's really nice, I like that. And then we have one pattern that brings the colours together, and it's like sort of a candy cane stripe with the green and the turquoise and the red together. It's really pretty. And then on the back of that we've got a spot to match as well. So it's the same colours as on the front, but in a spotty pattern alternating between a row of red spots and a row of the greeny teal coloured spots. I really like that. That's a really cool paper pad. I think this is my favourite of the paper pads so far. I really love this colour scheme. Oh, and don't think that you have to just use this for Christmas. I know it's merry and bright, but I think this colour scheme goes really well for like tropical sort of cards too, especially with some of the cards I was making before. I was using that orange coloured Aqua Floating with it, and I think it really makes it more tropically, adding an orange colour in. And you can also add different colours into this too. Imagine the red and the turquoise with gold instead of greys. That would look really pretty. So I know a lot of people don't like making their Christmas cards this early, so even though this is marketed as a Christmas kit, don't think you have to actually use it for Christmas, because I mean all of these patterns, there's no Christmas trees in here, all of that can be all year round. It doesn't have to be Christmas at all. So but I really love that paper pad, that's gorgeous. Then we have 8 different sheets of cardstock. So we have 2 that are the normal textured cardstock from Tonic. Actually, I'm going to find the real names for these. Okay, so I've got the real names. So the 2 classic cards, the green, they've got that textured weave on one side, and they are a smoother version of the colour. You can still see a bit of texture, but it is actually smooth to the touch on the other side. And the greeny one is called Spearmint Green, and the red one is called Candy Red. So I really like these 2. They're really gorgeous colours and great for matting and layering. If you've used some of the other Nuvo products and you just want to tie one of the colours in, adding a matte and layer of one of those looks really pretty. Then we have, what one's next on the list? We have this one, which is a gorgeous satin mirror card. It's difficult to show because you just see reflections really, but it's a gorgeous sort of an emerald green satin card, and it's called Smooth Mint. So I suppose it's not that far off the what was that one called? The Spearmint Green. It's not far off the Spearmint Green in the colour, maybe a little bit more yellowy, but it's that gorgeous satin finish to the card. Then the next one is this one. I really like this one. This one is called Crimson Silk, and I know we've had in the past, we maybe had Silver Silk or the Cinnamon Silk, which this because there's been 2 goldy colours and a silver version of this kind of stripy pattern, and then this one is called Crimson Silk. I really love this. I love that stripe, and it stays when you die cut it as well, so it's really pretty. Then we also have 2 speciality papers, the cotton papers. This green one is called Geometric Galaxy, and it's really pretty. It's obviously that kind of turquoise colour that's going along with the kit, and it's pearlescent as well, and then it's got this gorgeous chevron-y pattern within it. Actually, that goes really nicely with the chevron on the patterned paper as well. So they've really thought about the kit with all the papers going together, so that's really nice. And then we have this one, which is called Ruby Gemstone, and you might recognise this pattern and the red colour being together before, because they have had this in red before, but when it came out before it was white, not black, on the back, and the finish was pearlescent, but this finish is like metallic, kind of looks like a proper red mirror card, but it's not, it's on the textured cotton paper. I really like this one. I love that some of the black shows through on the front as well, really pretty. And obviously if you don't want red, you can use the opposite side and add any of your mousses on it as well to give you a cool different look, because it picks up the debossed sort of pattern on the back of it. Then we have two more. This one is the Turquoise Lake glitter card. I really love this. There's actually a glimmer paste coming out in the main Merry and Bright collection, and it is the perfect match to this. And actually the Mermaid Parade stars are a perfect match as well, so it goes beautifully together with everything. And then finally we have, this one is called Silver Strokes, and it's one of their foiled craft cards. They came out with 8 sets of foiled craft cards. There was 2 that were copper on white, 2 that were gold on black, 2 that were gold on brown craft, and 2 that were silver on the grey craft. And the silver patterns were a damask and a stripe, but this is a different stripe to the previous one that came out. This is multiple stripes of different widths, whereas the other one was just uniform stripes of the same width all the way across the card. But I really love this. It's definitely very Christmassy looking because of the multiple stripes in different sizes. It definitely makes me think of candy canes. But yeah, it's really pretty. I reckon the Glacia Paste would go nicely on this as well. I'm sure it would resist the silver. Actually, I'm going to have to try that now. So yeah, so that is all of the cardstock that's in there. I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting at the end with stuff, and I'm also going to show you how to make the dies as well, because the die set is a 3D shadow box, so I thought I'd definitely show how to put it together at the end of the video too, because I haven't put this together yet, so it's going to be a proper beginner's look at it, exactly how you would be when you were opening your kit. So, but let's look at the dies and stamps. We also get the Merry and Bright sticker, which is really pretty and goes with the perfect colour trend as well. Then we get a little stamp set, which I really like. Gorgeous little delicate snowflake. I love this little hot chocolate that's in there too. I'm definitely going to be stamping that and colouring it. We've got a little campfire, we've got a stocking, a present, some stars, Merry Christmas, and warm wishes this Christmas as well. And I think we have a matching die for that stocking. Yep, that die there will cut the stocking out perfectly. I'm just going to take these out of the packet. So this is the die set, and this die creates a little square shadow box. So all of these bits fold round to give you a lip around a middle section, and I will make it at the end to show you because I want to see how it goes together as well. But if you want some gorgeous samples, go and check out the Tonic unboxing video, because Alison had some gorgeous samples that she showed on there, and even showed how she'd done 2 together to make a long rectangle one and 4 together to make an even bigger square one as well. So I'm sure she's going to be demoing that at some point as well. But you've got loads of gorgeous other extra dies with this too. So you've got that bow, you've got a little like village scene, which I really like. Imagine that, imagine making some kind of little snow globe with the little village inside it. That would look really pretty. Then you've got a little holly decoration that's got the berries on it, perfect spaces for your Nouveau drops. You've got a little row of lights, which you could cut multiple times to go all the way around your box or something. You've got a little candy cane that has the like embossed detail for the different colours of stripes. I wasn't really showing you the other ones very closely. Those are the other ones. I'll come back to the longer dies in a second. Then that one's the one that goes, I don't know why I've got you zoomed out so far, you might as well come in closer. And then, so that one would match that stamp perfectly. Then we have this beautiful little one with the Santa's sleigh and a little reindeer pulling it. I love this one. I think this is going to be one of my favourites. It's a gorgeous little border of mistletoe. So how long is that? It's about 4 inches long, so it's a decent sized border die. That would look really pretty, cutting multiples of them, having them hanging different lengths on coming down from the top of a card. So that might be one of my videos when I get round to doing them. And then we also have a gorgeous intricate snowflake as well. I love getting different snowflakes. I mean, every snowflake die that any company brings out will always look different, so you can never have too many snowflakes. Then you're also getting these 3 little like layering label dies, which are perfect for gift tags and things, or for stamping your sentiment on and having it as a little focal element, or they've made the stamps so they fit perfectly on them too. So this largest one would fit the mug on perfectly that way, or the fire that way, and also the stocking and everything too, so they'll go perfectly. Then all of these other little dies that are on here have got words or patterns in them, and they actually deboss into the card. So this one says Santa please stop here, this one says love, joy and cheer, this one says holiday cheer, this one says Merry Christmas, this one says from our family to yours, then we have ho ho ho, this is my favourite because I just love that font, it says have a jolly Christmas, and then we have a little pattern that's a sort of argyle dot pattern, and we have this one that looks like a tangle of Christmas lights, some little stars, some other little dots as well, oh, and this one is a ribbon threader, so you would cut this around the 4 sides of your shadow box, and you could thread ribbon all the way around the perimeter of it as well. And obviously all of these ones will work with the shadow box, so you can deboss these into your card before you assemble it, and then you'll have the gorgeous sentiments in there too. Or you can just deboss them into a piece of card, trim it out into a rectangle shape with your scissors or your paper trimmer, and maybe add some mousse to it. Imagine debossing it into black card and then coming back over it with gold mousse so that the lettering stays black but the rest of it's gold. That would look really pretty. Yeah, so that is the die set, and I will show you how to put that together now. Back in a second. Okay, sorry if I've just got louder, but I'm standing up now to die cut this. But I've just got some white card here, so you can get both parts of the shadow box out of one piece of A4. This is just a piece that I folded in half. So we'll be able to cut it twice out of this. Then I'm also going to show you what I just said. I want to see how it works. Debossing that into black card and then going over it with gold mousse or something to see how it pops out. And then I'm also going to show you a little bit about the Glacia Paste because I want to just see what it works like and stuff. So let's die cut this. I'm not going to decorate the shadow box. I just thought I might as well show you, well, from a beginner's perspective, how easy it is to put together. I don't know if it's easy, but it's Tonic, so I presume it is easy to put together. So I'm just going to tape that in place, and I can probably get this on at the same time. So I'm just going to put that on the card. Do I need to tape it? Yeah, I'll tape it just in case. Okay, so I'll run that through. And I'm using some 300 GSM white card to make this out of, so we'll see if that's too thick, because I'm not sure if it will be too thick, but I always use 300 GSM white card, so I just tend to gravitate towards that. Okay, so here's our little debossed sentiment, which is really, oh, I really like that. That is really cool. So that's what it looks like when you just deboss it. That's just running it through on your cutting sandwich as well. You don't need to use your embossing plates to get it to do that. And obviously if you want it in any of the sections of your shadow box, you can just add it in as well, and all the other ones too. Then let's get the other one out. And this is the Tonic Tangerine die cutting machine, which should hopefully be back in stock soon. I keep getting quite a few questions about what's the orange machine that you're using. So if any of you are watching, it's the Tangerine from Tonic, which has been out of stock for a while, so that's probably why some people haven't seen it. But it should be coming back in stock soon, I think. So let's put the machine away. Okay, so let's try assembling the shadow box first, then I'll do the messier stuff with the Nuvo products. So, whenever I'm constructing anything, I love using the Tonic card creaser, and I've just ordered the, what's it called? Fold glider or glide folder or something. It's like the Teflon bone folder that you see a lot of people use, the white one. So I'm excited to see how that works as well, but I do love this one, the card creaser. So I'm just going to go through and crease them all. If you're using a thinner weight of cards, you probably don't definitely need to burnish them like this, but when you're working with 300 GSM, you usually need to give it a good press to get the fold line in there nicely. And again, I don't know how this actually goes together, so it's going to be trial and error. But I've seen what it looks like because I watched the Tonic unboxing video yesterday, so okay, so we've got all the little lines folded, and now I presume you stick both of these together and then the side should fold in like that. Yeah, that's really simple. I didn't fold that one, that's right. Okay, and then, oh, and it even gives you that little mitered corner as well. That's cool. Yes, that's really easy to put together. That is literally all you do. That is really clever. Okay, so I will stick it together to show you as well. So I'm just going to use, I might use a bit of wet glue as well, but for this base bit I'm just going to use some double-sided. Okay, then just put these two together. You're just like turning one 90 degrees from how the other one is orientated, and then just sticking them together. I think maybe a bit of a thinner card would work better, but I think it's going to work with the 300 GSM. And then you're just going to go round like this and stick them together. It's really simple. That is so cool. I've not tried any of Tonic's shadow box dies before, because I know they've brought some out in the past, but that is really simple to put together. I mean, I haven't stuck it yet, but that is really cool. And you get the mitered corners on the edges. So let's see how easy it is to get the glue in there. So we need glue on these bits and on these tabs here. So should I go with wet glue? I'm going to put double-sided on this bit and go with wet glue for the tabs, I think. So we can just put that on these ones, fold it out actually, it's easier. And then I'm sure, like one of the most basic die sets you usually buy when you're beginning is like a square set of dies. So I'm sure you've got a square that would fit perfectly in there if you wanted to cut one of the pattern papers to fit in the back of it or anything. Or even photographs and stuff would look really cool. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of glue as well, just so I've got a little bit of like wiggle time to move it. And then I'm going to add glue to the tabs too, so I'm going to do 2 at a time. Just take the backing off of there. And then a little bit of glue on the tab as well. I hope this is how you're supposed to put it together. I think it is. So I'm just going to tuck that one under, try and keep it square. That's really simple to do. And then I want to try and pull that tab outwards a little bit so it's definitely going to stick. And then that one should just go up against it and then tuck under. I definitely recommend seeing how it goes together without using any glue first and then putting your glue on, because that just helped me then figuring out. And actually, oh no, that didn't stick. Why is that not stuck? I think the tape's just not taken. Maybe if I try and press inside with scissors. That's better. Okay, yeah, I might need a little bit of glue here. Just where that mitered corner comes over the top, I think I'm going to add just a dab of glue in there to get that to stay nicely stuck as well. Then, let's do this one next. I might as well just add glue to the rest of it. It's really simple to put together. Making a meal out of the double-sided tape. Okay, let's add a little bit of glue and a bit of glue. Oh, there's already glue on that tab. A bit of glue on that tab, and a little bit more on there. And I'll come back and add the glue under those other corners in a second. So we want to tuck this tab in and then pull this round. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's a bit difficult with white on white. And then I'm just going to tuck that underneath. And then I'm going to try and poke my scissor blade inside there just to push that tab down nicely. Then I'm going to tuck that tab in, and we want to tuck this tab in as well. And, oh, actually that needs to tuck underneath there as well. So we need to pull that down. And we want to tuck this piece underneath there so we get that mitered corner, just like that. There we go. Really easy. I'm just going to add a little bit of extra glue under those corners again, so they stay nice and stuck. There we go. That's really cute and really easy to put together as well. So that's the little shadow box that you get as your die set. Well, that's really sweet. Okay, so that's how that goes together, really, really easily. Then I wanted to show you how to add some gilding to this. So that says "Have a Jolly Christmas." Let me get a Okay, so I've got a little baby moose that we've had in one of the kits before. This is the Indian Gold, and I think we're going to need to use a really light touch to do this. But if I just get some gold, go across there, we should be adding colour to all of the raised areas and leaving the debossed areas black so that it stands out nicely. And if you did this with a really smooth card, it would probably work even better. Oh, that works really well. That looks cool. That is really cool. I really like dies that do that. It's so clever. And then you could just have that as part of your card. You could have debossed it straight into your panel, or I recommend having the long bladed Tonic scissors. These are the shears. I just find they're really easy for cutting a sentiment out. So you've actually got that little deboss line of where the edge of the little metal panel was, because it's sort of pressed into the card. You could cut straight along that, or you could cut just next to that panel, and it gives it an instant little border then as well. So we can just easily trim that out. So then we could add that to our card, or you could add them onto your shadow box as well, or that can just be the finishing touch. You could make a little three-dimensional scene inside there using some little trees and the little village that you get in the die set. You could have little hills that you've cut out and added on 3D foam with different layers, and then you could have your final little sentiment finishing that off as well. And you could even make it so it had a little stand on the back of it. You can just cut a piece of card. Let me find a bit of card. Let's use this. So if I was going to put a stand on the back, I would cut a piece of card and just angle the two sides of it. Maybe cut it down to about there, and then obviously I'd use a scoreboard to make a good fold, but just fold it like this and stick that on the back so that it folds flat, just like a photo frame, and then that would stand up nicely as a little decoration. It's perfect for a little Christmas gift, and then you could have the little sentiment going across the bottom of it. So that's one way that you can use these little deboss dies. I'm glad that worked, that looks so cool. And then I just wanted to have a look at the Glacia Paste, because I haven't seen this yet. So let's open it and see what the colour looks like. Oh, that is a really pretty colour. Okay, if I get some on the spatula. Can you see how gorgeous that is? You can see all those little mica-y bits in there. They're really fine mica. It's really pretty. It almost looks like it's frozen and it's got little ice crystals in it. And this one's called Sea Sprite, and obviously it's the little pot you get in the kit. And there will be 6 colours altogether, and they should be coming out in July. So I'm just going to play with this little bit that I've scooped out. So if I just put it onto my mat, let's try... Oh wow, that is cool. Look at that. Look how shiny it is. That is really pretty. And it's obviously a texture paste, so it's going to hold the texture in it too. So if I put a little bit more on there, you could actually pat it to give it texture, like that. Or you could just use your finger actually to brush it on smoothly and get a lighter coverage onto the card, so it's more subtle and it's more spread out. It kind of looks like gilding flakes, like that, like little tiny bits of gilding flake that are stuck. It's really gorgeous. I really like this, and I reckon you can water it down as well. So I'm thinking add a little bit of water and get a paintbrush, and then you can paint with it. Gives a similar effect to adding it with your finger. So this one next to my thumb is painted with. And then I reckon you can splat with it as well, because that's one of my favourite things to do. Yes, you can. So it definitely waters down nicely, and you can splat and get cool effects. I just love splatting stuff. Really pretty, look at that. And you even get thicker bits and thinner bits too, so it shows up just the mica or the colour in the mica as well. What else shall I show you? Just going to clean my brush out. I'm too lazy to go to the sink, so I just squirt water on it. Okay, where's the stencil? Okay, I've got a little stencil and another piece of card. So I mean, obviously you can just do everything you usually do with a texture paste with this, but I've not tried it before, so I'm just having a play. Oh, lovely. So you can really get a good thick texture on it. Look at the finish on that. it just looks so different to anything else. It's like bigger mica than the embellishment mousse, and it's more, well, it's more shimmery rather than glittery than like a glimmer paste. So really pretty. Look at the depth as well. Really lovely. Definitely going to have fun playing with this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this up close look, or this unboxing of the Tonic Craft Kit number 23. And again, I'm kind of rushing this because I'm trying to get it done before I go away. But hopefully you will have enjoyed seeing this unboxing, and if you leave a comment I'll try and get back to you as quickly as I can. And there won't be any videos using this kit for like until maybe end of next week, maybe beginning of the week after. But I'll try and get them done as soon as I can, but I just wanted you to have the unboxing video there so you can have a look at it and see if you want it or not. So, and all the links are down below for how you can subscribe to the kit as well. You can either buy it one-off, you can buy it a month-by-month subscription, or you can buy it a quarterly subscription, so you sort of pay for 3 months at a time. And you save more money for however many kits you subscribe to as well. And there's also links to the UK one, which is for UK and anybody else in Europe, and then there's the American website as well for anybody in the USA. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my sort of messing around at the end of it, showing you what the little shadow box looks like and a couple of things that you can do with the products that are in the kit as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!